Good morning and welcome, it's Jelly Cube. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia. I'm working on this lovely, nice thick edge canvas that's purchase framed. So it's got a nice pine frame round it. So all you need for everything. I got this from Kmart in Australia. So that's a 30.5 by 30.5 canvas. So I'm going to open that up, and my paints today will be favourite paints, of course, global colours made in Australia. I just love working with them. They're really highly pigmented. I do not get paid any endorsement money from recommending those paints, so in case you're thinking that I'm only mentioning them because I get paid to do so, I do not. I just love these paints. So I'll explain the colours as I go along. So this was bought like this, so I've got the frame which I'm going to keep in that natural colour. I'm not going to alter that at all. And the only thing I may do that with this is just give it a coat of clear varnish. Then it keeps it, nice and being able to wipe over. If it's on the wall, you can wipe over it. So this one comes that it's got the screw holes. So when you put the canvas back into it, you can screw the canvas into it. So how easy is that? And it's very, very economical. I think they're about $12, and yet they're a really nice quality canvas. I was surprised. I must admit, I was surprised. So it comes with, it's a really nice quality canvas, and it comes with even with the screws to screw it in. So if you're living in Australia, or even I get my stuff from mostly Kmart online, so I guess that they'll deliver anywhere. I'm not sure, but I don't get paid by them either. I'm just recommending the things that I find really nice to use. So I'm going to set my frame aside, and I will actually bring out my old cake. It's a cake tray. Instead of putting the push pins on the bottom of my canvas today, I'll just use this. So one thing I do want to do, because this is a nice canvas and I want to keep my bottom clean, is turn it over, get some masking tape from any hardware store or I think stationery shops, I'm not sure. So it's just masking tape off the back of your canvas. And what that does, especially if you're using a good canvas, it keeps the back of your canvas free of paint. So if you're selling your paintings, you definitely need to do this, because I don't believe it looks very nice with having all the paint on the back of your canvas. Looks a little bit shoddy, but that's just my opinion. However different strokes for different folks, as my husband says, and that is quite true. So if I'm selling this, I would definitely want to do it this way to keep it nice and clean. So then you can sometimes get paint on it, no matter how hard you try. So there you go. Ready, Eddie. Ready to go. Doing these nice bright colours, which I think will look nice in that frame. Worked with these colours this week a bit, so introducing them again. Okay, I've mixed some of my purple here, and I've also put a bit of the dragonfly glaze. As you see, the dragonfly glaze got the sparkle, and I love, it doesn't matter what colour you do add to your paint of the dragonfly glaze that's got the sparkle in it, because I just find it makes your paint, I know you probably can't see it, but it's absolutely sparkling. So I just give it a good squirt into my paint, and it just helps really make a paint a metallic that isn't metallic. So That's a lovely thing, and I've got some metallic gold, and I'll explain as I go along what I'm going to do with this particular painting. So to start with, I'm going to give it a coat of white. It doesn't, my canvases doesn't need this because it is gessoed, whatever you call it, gesso. It's already treated. So this is just my normal acrylic paint mixed with my pouring medium. And I just want to put this on so I've got a nice base for my paints to slip over. But I'm going to put onto it, so. I'm not going to worry too much about my edges at this point because they're going to be, for one, they're going to be in that frame and completely not showing my edges. And I'm basically got white on white anyway, so I'm not too worried about them. There you go. Okay. I've got a cloth, but it's not damp. That'll have to do. Okie doke. I think as I told you before, I've been on a jolly holiday for a week with my husband to a lovely place further up north in Queensland called Rainbow Beach, and I found it to be absolutely delightful. Lovely beaches, lovely friendly people, lovely eating places, and so we had a really nice restful time. I did absolutely no painting, so had a complete break from it, and that was nice too. Rightio, let's go. I am going to use my metallic gold, and I'm going to do it in some whirligigs kind of. I maybe could pour this from the cup, but I'm just not wanting to get too much because this is a smaller canvas to work with. Just frightened that I might pour a bit too much on there. I'm sort of going to have a little bit of negative space in this particular one, which I'm looking forward to. I'm going to put some of the, I think it is cool red, or is it warm red? Might be the warm red. Just take it nice and slow. I tend to hurry through it because I'm doing this for a video, but when I do it on my own, I really take the time to actually enjoy the process. It's really nice to just kick back and enjoy the process. I've mixed my paints today a little bit on the thicker side. So this is the purple with that lovely dragonfly glaze in it. And then to top it off, I'm going to go really bright and use the fluoro orange. This will really make it pop. Pop your socks. Every time I start to do a video, the dogs will start barking at something, and it's usually a kangaroo that's in the paddock at the other side, just poking fun at them because it knows it can do. And I might just put a drizzle of white in there on the top. I know it looks like a lot of colour, but mostly I will tilt a bit off, but it will absorb into the canvas and dry nicely, she says. Rightio. I'm just going to gently tilt this to one side and then the other. So that's covering the side of my canvas too, but it's also tilting a bit of the paint off. And it's just allowing the paints to run over the top of each other, but without muddying, I hope. Just tilt it back down the other way. This is so much fun and therapeutic to do. Just remember doing it. The only rule is there's no rule. So it's your art, your rules, your way. You don't have to listen to criticism unless that's what you're wanting. But nobody likes criticism. Don't care what anybody says. So that's tilted over my sides nicely. As I said, not that it really needs it because this is going directly in that lovely frame. But I am going to gift this painting. I am going to gift it. I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to gift it. So this is a bit of the purple and it's just got Floetrol in it. So this is what's lots of people call your cell activator, meaning it will create a lacy effect or cell effect. So you'll see. I might try blowing this out with my straw. So I'm using it the silicone end, which you would normally put your lips on. I'm using it the opposite way because it's just at a nice angle to do that. So gives it some whipsby bits. Oh, I can't say it, silly sausage. I'm going to use this little bit of soft plastic to further do some wispy bits. Wispy bits, she says. I probably should have done those first, you know. Oh, they're still very nice. Lovely. So the world is your oyster. You just do what pleases you. I believe you don't want to make your artwork stressful, so you do what you choose to do. Now you can, I'll just show you in one area, you can do what I'm going to do straight over what's there, or you can swipe and leave a different kind of cell effect. Just that all cells into these juicy little cells. Just again swiping just gently over the top of all those paints, so you're not going into the paint, you're just swiping that paint that's got the Floetrol in it, and all the colours are popping up like gems. It's pretty magical. Or you could just balloon it directly. Bring you down in a minute and you'll see how lovely the effect is of just this swipe, because it's created really like gem effects over all those colours underneath are all coming through the swipe. So it's just nice, slow, easy. Enjoy the process. And please have a go. Like, don't think that you cannot do it, because I absolutely guarantee you, once you've given some practice and got your paint consistencies correct, you absolutely will get this and do the same as what we've got here. So I'm just going to whiz over this. Look at those, they've come out so nice. I'm going to whiz over it with my heat wand to just burst any air bubbles. Rightio, I'm going to bring you down to have a look at the gem-like cells before I carry on to the next stage. Oh my goodness, just look at those gorgeous. They just come out looking like gems because you've got all those colours underneath there that after you do that swipe, just creates these gorgeous, gorgeous gem effects. I mean, you can take photos of just your cells to have printed up. You can have photos of any part of your art to put onto prints. It doesn't have to be the whole piece. But of course, I'm going to carry on and further embellish this. And I think it's really pretty and it is going to look lovely in that frame. So on with the next stage. Rightio, looking good. So I'm going to get a balloon and I'm going to, you put your belly button of the balloon there, squidgy one. So it's got a bit of blue paint, but that's dry, so that's fine. This might be a bit big, this balloon, but I think you can get a smaller one, but I just want to do it on the that part of it to break up that thickness of the swipe colour there and kind of do my nice little garland, I guess. Wow, oh, look at these. Now, you can just leave that exactly like that. So you've got the gems. You can absolutely do whatever you choose to do. I'm going to further put some of my larger balloon in it and then go in with my smaller balloon with water in it. So if your paint is the right consistency, you will get a nice balloon kiss consist. I'm going to roll this one off just to give it a different effect. You can definitely, with your balloon, once you've dipped it, dip it into another canvas and create another piece of art. But that's for another day. My small balloon now, which is just a normal size balloon, and I've put a little bit of water in. It's the best tool in my arsenal of tools, I think, because it does some lovely finishing for you. And I'm just going to kiss the balloon. It gives into the, where I've kissed it with the bigger balloon, and it just gives it a more defined petal effect without doing the fine art petals. So as I said, you don't have to be an artist, anyone can do this. It's just got to have a love for it and a bit of patience sometimes, because things don't always turn out, just as in life. Rightio, just some little ones, little bursting stars or butterflies and fireflies. That is absolutely beautiful. I've left the really lovely gems floating in there. Now I'm really hoping that dries lovely. I'll give you one last quickie look, and hopefully the next time you see it will be in the frame at the end, but that is super duper and I'm going to gift it. Yeah, it's so sweet. It is very, very nice. The colours are very, very bright and uplifting. I think the colours I used, I'm happy with them myself. Really happy with them. So remember, it's only you have to please. Even if you're gifting it, you're giving it from the heart. So, and it's a piece of you. So there you go, there's the finished piece, and I trust that it will dry just perfect, and I'll give it when it's fully dry, I will give it a coat of gloss. You can very much give it a coat of resin. Sometimes I don't like giving certain paintings resin, because when they're up on the wall it can reflect back, like reflection, so you don't see the art so well, but it's all personal. But look at those little blowouts with just that simple straw and the balloon. I'm happy with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a go. Come back tomorrow and see what else I'm up to. Bye for now.